Yo, man, she did this cut called Barbarella.
They ain't ready, steady aim at the target. I'm flooding the market, a break from the garbage. An artist, sensitive about mind pardon. No margin for error, flawless be bearer. The black cat goddess, you walking with a panther. Painting these pictures with words like Samantha, MacGyver. Alchemy on the track, make it lava. And I won't stop rocking till I retire. Singular or plural, she rank numero uno. Colder than Juno, judo chop, sumo squat. Not that regular, so stop comparing her. MC predator, close but no comparing her. Dark matter in the form of a light body. Want me to simplify it? You cannot harm me. Not here to debate who's better or great. I'm just in the fate and serving the plates. To gotta eat that. The beast back, blood gates.
Yo, what's up, family? What's up? Welcome to Hip Hop Nation TV. Yo, man, Mighty Ecliptic again here. So today we got a special lady, man. Today, before I start, Assalamu alaikum. Shout out to everyone that's gonna be watching. Yeah. Oh, she's here. Okay, so let's go in.
All right. Oh, let me move stuff so I can be in focus here. All right.
Cool.
Ooh, like
Hey, Stahhr.
Mashallah. Mashallah.
Ooh, how are you?
I am wonderful. I'm doing really well. I'm great. How are you? All right. People are coming in. Yay.
Yeah. Welcome to Hip Hop Nation TV, South Africa.
I am honored. Like South Africa. Like I want to be in South Africa, but we got to start somewhere, right?
Yeah, definitely.
That's next.
Yeah. I mean, a couple of days ago, I just launched our first hip hop session.
Okay.
So, yeah. So I'm sure as time goes by, we'll try and find a way.
Okay. So you're familiar with Yugen Blackrock, right? Yugen Blackrock, right? Yugen Blackrock, the MC Yugen Blackrock.
She's Yugen Blackrock.
Yeah, so that's family, like So
for real?
Yeah,
seriously.
Yeah, we
wow, that's amazing.
Birmingham, England, and we just like bonded. Like we put like 2019. Like we just spoke today. We like do weekly. We started doing weekly video chats.
Yeah. Because I usually communicate. Sometimes I communicate with his I don't know if it's manager or producer, Kanif.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes. But anyway, please introduce yourself, my sister. Who is Stahhr?
For those that don't know, my name is Stahhr. That's Stahhr. The two H's are for hip hop. Formerly known as Stahhr the FemC, also known as Barbarella, also known as Angelica, also known as Empress Stahhr, also known as Umi to my children, also known as Meal to my Habibti, also known as, that's me. And I'm a C, and I'm a hip hop head, and I'm just here to share the vibes, and hopefully we'll get more people in here. Either way, you're gonna save it, right, and post it, so it's all good.
Definitely, yeah, definitely. So how did you start rapping? What inspired you to hip hop?
The actual process of writing, I was a writer since I was 7 years old. I used to write, do creative writing or whatever. In terms of hip hop, I fell in love with hip hop around the age of 12 or 13. And then in high school, my best friend and I were in study hall one day, and she was like, yo, we need to like form a rap group. And then that's where it started, and it kind of went from there. Like, she doesn't even rap anymore, and I still continued to go on with it. So that's it. No, it's no like really deep story. I just I grew up around hip hop, and one day the light bulb went off, and I started writing and rapping, and I haven't looked back. Writing rhymes, freestyling, and I haven't looked
You
back. Hi, Vashon, how are you? So,
sure. So you mentioned like you were accepted in the underground scene in '98. Can you explain that a bit?
and in '98. Oh, you mean when I started putting music out?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I started putting music out in 1998. That is correct. But I was part of the scene since 92 at least, like just out here at shows, at music conferences, in battles, freestyling. I've always been a hip hop head. So a fan of the music, a supporter. So before I ever even thought about getting on stage and recording music, I just love hip hop culture. I love hip hop music. So you'll still find me to this day, you know, being at a show. Like I'm not too cool to be in the crowd, at a show.
True that. So how did you the whole micronauts thing? How did it start?
Um, well, this is a lot of these things are uh, uh the Micronauts. I want to answer this question in the right kind of way because I answer these questions often. So I answer even though the answers are out there and you know how it happened. So the Micronauts actually is really cool how I met them. They had a show and I was there and I was a really big fan of their music. I'd heard them on local radio or whatever. And I remember I was just like vibing, and the way that the stage was set up, it really was no stage. It was kind of like the audience and the MC. So we were like this, and like I Self Divine came and like stood in front of me with the mic, and I was like, no. And we became cool then, and he took me under his wing. He saw the potential in me as an MC, and that was really my first major feature on a release. And that's my brother to this day, one of my favorite MCs to this day, an inspiration and influence, heavy. And that's how that happened. I showed up, I was myself, they loved it, and they pulled me in. And that's pretty much what always happens with me and anybody I've connected with. And
Cool. Was this the same time as the business records or something? I think you mentioned something about business.
I'm not following you. And 90
Sorry, Pinky's records. Sorry.
first time that I was featured on something 98, and that started, in terms of releasing music, because that was the first feature that I did with them was in 98. I think the album came out in 99. And and that just kind of snowballed into everything else because they were on Subverse. I met Science of Life, I met Big Just, I met Doom. So it kind of like everything, was connected in that way.
Cool. How was it like? Speaking of features, like how was it like doing music with Doom? Because he's a huge artist.
I mean, it's something that is incredible. I mean, it's really hard to even you know express it in the language. I mean, he was a genius. Like I learned so much from him. It's just like, being able to just sit inside the mind of like a genius and a legend. And he was just so smart and so talented, and you know so humble also, which is a big thing. And he really looked out for me. He made sure that I was always treated fairly, that I always had what I needed. He never spared, he said he spared no expenses on me. We got to get Stahhr here, she got to be right. I'm in the best hotels, first class flights. I've got paid for everything I did with him. So he set a standard for me that whoever I work with, you know after Doom, they got to do at least what Doom did or better. So anybody out there that's trying to get me on something, you got some big shoes to fill. So I hope you got your money right because it's gonna
True
cost.
that. Yeah, true standards. Yeah, speaking of being treated right, I was asking Ty Phoenix and Kitana on my previous interviews this question. So I also wanted to hear from your side of you. Do you feel like as females in the hip hop industry, you guys get the respect that you deserve or the appreciation?
I mean, who really gets the respect that they deserve? Because you know how much respect actually deserve for tolerating the misogyny, the disrespect, the harassment, the exclusion, the boys club. Nobody could give us the respect we deserve. You know what I mean? Because women, tolerate a lot in the music industry and in hip hop, for sure we do. But I feel that the respect that I have gotten definitely outweighs the disrespect. If you carry yourself in a certain way, people really have no choice but to treat you, um, you know, the way that you carry yourself. So, I mean, I think that the disrespect doesn't overshadow the good experiences that I've had. But, does anybody ever really get the credit that they actually deserve? I mean, some people say no. I mean, artists die and they sell more records than they sold when they were alive. So it's, that's one of those questions that, what is the right answer? You know what I'm saying? I'm still
True,
here,
true,
so obviously, if I wasn't getting respected to the level that I deserved, I wouldn't still be involved. Um, you know, the way that I am. So, I do feel like a lot of times quality and talented artists get overlooked for artists that may have a better hype machine. That definitely happens for sure.
true,
Hmm.
true, true, true. But do you think like there are basic things like maybe people at the bottom can do to change that?
Well, I mean, it's not up to the people at the bottom to change it. I mean, the people at the top are the one that control that. So
Yeah,
the only thing that somebody at the bottom really could do is just not settle for less. And if people stop taking the low balling and they stop taking the disrespect, then it won't be there. But there's always going to be somebody who wants to be famous more than they want to be respected, and so there will always be somebody that'll fall for the okie doke. you know we
true,
just
true, true,
have to stick to your guns, and as an artist, and in regards to that. Yeah.
true, true, true. So I mean, plus I mean, you started doing mostly features a lot, right? So what inspired you to do your first album, like your first single for Rhyme Fluid?
Well, I had the opportunity, and I had the opportunity to work with the label, and I was in a really creative space. I was hanging out with Science of Life a lot, and they were just always, making really incredible music. So that is where that came from. I was young, I was excited, I was just around all these really talented musicians. So I was like, I wanted to put my you know, my little mix in the 2 cents in there, so I could be a part of what was going on. So it was really dope era. It was a really dope time. That Subverse era. We had a really ill roster, and I
For
was the
sure.
woman. I was the first woman on the label, so that was, yeah, first lady status.
Did you feel any pressure on being the first lady?
No, I never feel pressured. I mean, that not for that. See, you gotta understand, when you're the only woman, it makes your job easier. You gotta understand, like, how the game is set up. Like, if you're gonna be the only one, then you're gonna stand out. You're probably gonna get more attention. It's just like you. Sometimes you gotta use the things to your advantage instead of being mad that that's how things are. And I definitely am someone who uses it to my advantage. Hi, George Foster. Oh, I feel so honored. Go Dogs.
Cool, 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 cool. So which so would you say Run Fluid was like your favorite from the Almost Never Was?
No, not my favorite. But the song holds a really special place because at that time, you know, in independent hip hop, I was really unknown, and that record got a lot of spin. It got a lot of love. It charted on the CMJ charts. I was charting above Eminem and Sean Price on
Yeah,
certain. Like, when you look back at the charts, so it was just like dope to be, this virtual unknown artist to come in and make moves like that. But it's not necessarily my favorite. I don't know what my favorite song on Almost Never. I don't know. That's a good
but
question.
mentioning but mentioning that he that album was like went above on the same level as the Sean Price and Eminem did
Well,
Was it
that's
like really?
based on spins. I mean, because you with CMJ, it's based on your spins and your rotation. So every week, that means that there were, the DJs that played the record, played it more than they played those. I mean, so that was like a huge see that, like, wow, word, okay, okay.
Wow, cool, cool,
Started
cool.
for about a
So,
month, and so that was a big deal because CMJ was like that was the shit in like the early 2000s. CMJ was
yeah,
just you charted because we didn't have social media like that back then. So artists had to put out vinyl. You put out you had you had magazine features, magazine articles, and then you had the CMJ charts. They're like Billboard. They're like the college version of the Billboard. So
wow, that's interesting. Well, me, I'm young, so probably didn't
what's
remember
now?
that.
What you try to say? I'm old now.
No,
how,
no, 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 nothing
old are
like that. But
you? How
can you
what
hear
you?
me?
How old are you?
Okay, no, I won't mention my age.
Okay, but well, if you're saying that you're young, I mean, but you know who I am, so that means you just have a good taste in music. So, I mean, you should be like, hey, if you're young and you know who I am, that's great. That means that you're a real hip
Yeah,
hop.
thanks, thanks. I take that as a compliment. So on plus, I mean, after that, you mentioned like you did like a compilation of 13 instrumentals and on Bandcamp. It was recognized
Oh,
on Bandcamp. How was that
I
like?
did that in 2018. I had something I actually had two projects in between that, but yeah, I did do. I took a hiatus in 2015. So when I came back around 2017, 2018, I chose beats that I liked from different eras of hip hop, and I did a bunch of practice drills, what I call them, just showing that my versatility as an artist, as a writer, and just showing people, hey, I'm not just I can't just do I don't just do one thing. I can do many things. And so yeah, and we shot videos for almost every song. It was really dope. Big up to Nick Burns. I don't know where you are, but if you're out there somewhere, peace and thank you, for helping bring respect due to life, because it was something that we talked about for years, and we started out with the photo series, and then it grew into the videos, and then I did the songs. So
True. Amazing, amazing. So who would you say like as a female, who would you say are the females that you look up to
I mean, I don't
in
know,
hip hop industry?
women in music that I look up to.
Yep.
Nikki D for sure. Um, Joy, who is not an MC, but she's just a really dope, powerful, iconic artist. Dion Ferris also. Ladybug Mecca, Lady of Rage, Rod
Mm,
Digger, MC Light, Latifah, of course, Yo Yo. I mean, Bahamadia, Moni Love, all, and especially the sisters that are still out. Roxanne Shante. Oh my God, I forget Shani. You know, all the Coco Chanel. DJ. Spinderella, Salt and Pepper, like all of them, like just any woman that was a part of this industry, and she was able to make it out without killing herself or someone else. Because in the 80s and 90s, it was even harder. The Mercedes Ladies, Sequence, the first female rap group. I look up to them. Sha Rock, Debbie D, just Lady Pink. If we dealing with hip, we gonna hit it all of her. B Girl Rockefeller, um, all of the women who paved the way for me, all of the women whose shoulders I'm standing on. Shorty No Mas, are all of them. Queen Heroine, Ty Phoenix, you know, uh, all of them. Jean Grey, even though she hates being referred to as a female MC, and I do too, but yeah.
yeah, I think I should try and stop
Just women in hip hop is such a easy way to say it. It's just so simple.
yeah, I
Oh,
thought maybe like
get Miss Hill, you know.
yeah, I thought maybe like if I don't use the term if I don't use the term female MC, maybe you guys wouldn't feel like you included or something.
Oh nah, just call me an
But
MC because I'm an MC. Like me being a woman doesn't really have any. I mean, unless you're saying that women are better, and then like, yeah, okay, we are. We're better and superior MCs, yes. But I mean,
Okay,
no,
okay.
it's fine. I know that people, you know how people are with nomenclature, but they have to make a distinction. But I'm like, if you a dope MC is a dope MC.
You
We
see,
put out a
yeah,
record deal, all kids see.
true that, true that, true that,
But a real, I don't run. KRS One said it best. Yeah.
true that, true that, true that, true that. So, I mean, which your third album, if I'm not mistaken, is it Season?
Right.
Um, how would you say you've grown from the first project to this project?
Oh, I mean, Molotov season was 2012, so that was a huge leap. That was a 4 year leap. 2008 to 2012, and then even where I'm at now is like light years. So yeah, I definitely the album Mother Nature and Molotov was definitely more cohesive. It was more mature album. It was a more because I had grown and I had more of a vision for the Mother Nature with a Molotov album. Almost never was. I kind of just threw together the songs that I had and made an album out of them. With this one, I actually, we picked the different the skits in between and like the theme and this and the music and the beat, so it was just more, it was a more cohesive, definitely.
So the title, was it inspired because of you being a woman or
No, the title Mother Nature with a Molotov was inspired because when you think about, it's the balance. Like, oh look, she on her Mother Nature shit. But then when I open my mouth and I start rapping, it's like, God, ooh, Chris Crack in the building.
yeah.
The Molotov element of surprise. Because you know, I started my career looking like this. So I've definitely done, my 720 or my 360 or yeah, it is a 720, but it could be seen as a 360 as well. So I came into hip hop looking like this. A lot of people assumed that I was a spoken word artist or I was a singer. So that Molotov is just so that they know what it is. They know what it is.
Yeah,
Chris,
yeah, speaking of coming
I'm
speaking
looking at
of
people
coming out,
coming through. Yeah, they
yeah,
love me.
yeah. Shout out, guys. You did mention you love the attention. Um, but I was watching what's this one of your videos, right? Like speaking of like you mentioned that you when you spit it comes out hard. Like how is it like? I mean, being recognized by who's this guy from Public Enemy?
Chuck
On the
D.
Barbarella, yeah, Chuck D.
I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, Chuck
it
D.
is a honor because I've met Chuck D like once in passing at Professor Griff's house like 15 years ago. So when I was on Twitter and I saw, I was in my notifications and I saw that he was like bigging up my music, I'm like, oh my. And I mean, he went on like a campaign, like a year long, like Stahhr. I'm like the theme song for the station. And, he's on the MC Search podcast comparing one of my songs to Rebel Without a Pause. I mean, how else could I feel? I'm humbled. I'm honored. I cried. Like, that's humongous. That's huge. That is huge. I can't think of anyone in hip hop that could top a Chuck D cosign. I really can't. So for me to get that and for him to show that kind of love just organically, one MC to another, I'm honored. I'm honored. There's nothing I can do but be honored and just humbled and grateful.
True that. So as you mentioned that, I mean, you also known as Umi. Like, how are you able to balance your life as an artist and also with family and being a mother?
Well, I mean, my children are older now. It was much more difficult when the youngest one was a baby because, of course, I waited until he was born to want to get serious about my music, which made it even more, difficult. He's 15 now, so it's a lot easier. But family always comes first, so I'm never gonna put music before my family. That's just not gonna happen. So it's not difficult because choice is gonna always be family first.
True, 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 true. Lovely. Plus, I mean, you mentioned like your focus, right, on hip hop. Like you want to. preserve and heal and bring balance to the culture of hip hop. How do you plan on doing those things?
By myself, because that's what I naturally do. So it's not really hard. I just have to be myself. My job is easy. The this
So
so
sure. So what would be your message like to, I mean, all the young girls that look up to Stahhr and
up to me
after.
because I'm not a role model. No, no, I'm just. I mean, I know people are gonna make you a role model whether you want to be one or not. I would just always tell them to, like, be true to themselves and be true to yourself no matter what. Do not compromise. If you have standards, if you have morals, stand firm, and you do not have to compromise to be successful. You may have to change your idea of what success is, but you should never have to compromise yourself to be successful. Not in a way that, we all make compromises, but I'm saying like a moral compromise or something that just totally, left field from who you are. And that's what I would say. And just be true to yourself. People love authenticity and they want to hear your story. So you don't have to pretend to be anyone but yourself. Just be you and you're going to be fine.
Or that's amazing. So are you planning on releasing any new projects?
I am working on some things now. I don't have any release dates, but I just did a feature um that will be coming out sooner than later. And then, I have a couple of other projects that are in the works right now. So I'm writing, but I don't have any like release dates on anything yet.
Okay. Any performances that we should look out for?
No, no,
Okay.
not right now. Just I'm in creative mode. I'm
Mode
creative.
right now. So, are you allowed to reveal to us who's gonna be part of the production?
Uh well, some of it I want to keep a secret because when it comes out, I want it to be really dynamic. But I will share one. So I don't know who's familiar with Diamond District. So me and the brother YU, we are working on something. That's the one I will share. So we're working on something. He's doing the production. He's gonna rap on it too, and I'm rapping as well. And that's all I will share. The other stuff I gotta keep in the tuck because it's big.
Cool, cool, cool. W w okay. Would I? Is it possible if I could? Okay, no. Before I ask this question, on your social media platforms, are you only available on Instagram or also other
I'm on
platforms?
Stahhr. I'm on Instagram and I'm on Facebook. I'm not available through DMs, but I am. So people are gonna hit a firewall when they try to jump in those DMs. But that's what the email is right there. Email.
But yeah, because I remember you mentioning like there's a one you have for like your Islam family and then
I have a
also
private that my private has nothing to do with anything. If you follow me for music, Stahhr is all you need. The private one, I'm not accepting any requests that I don't want to accept. No, you are not allowed to follow me on that page. No. I don't even know how people are finding it. It's private. It says in the box, no friend request from non-mahram men, which means if you are not related to me, do not hit the request button because it
request.
will be denied. And the non-mahram, that's what non-mahram means, family. So if you are just some random man bopping around, go to the Stahhr page. You are not gonna be given access to the other ones. It's just how it is.
All right. Good.
And I don't
Shout out, man.
think that's fair because you don't need nobody needs to know that much about me that doesn't know me. It's just too much. There has to be a line
True,
somewhere.
true. Boundaries. That's what I love about you.
Yes, they're very important, and I am a stickler for them, and I will enforce them. And I also respect them. So I don't ask for anything that I don't give.
True, true, true. So before you leave us, is it possible if you give us like an 8 bars of what is coming,
No,
just to for your
if
fans?
that's material that is classified. Uh, no,
Okay,
I can't do.
okay. or
Mostly because
probably
it has not even been recorded yet. So I'm still right. No, we'll just have to wait.
okay. I'm looking forward to that one.
You will wait, and it will be worth the wait.
True that, true
It
that.
will it will be worth the wait. It will. I promise you, it will.
Yeah, I'll even share it this
I
side
will. I see you were in the room. Hi, 84.
for
So
sure,
are
for
you gonna
sure.
let people in the audience ask any questions, or like that would be nice to like open it up.
Yeah. They're
Ask,
allowed to. They're allowed to, guys. Guys, you're allowed to ask any questions.
not any questions.
Oh, not any questions. Oh, okay.
No,
This is
I
the
mean
boundary, guys.
ask them, and I'll either say whether I'm gonna answer it or not.
Jacob says new music. Okay, we've
Yeah,
already asked that question.
being worked on, yes. But all the music that I have put out previously is on star.bandcamp.com. You know, I have my t-shirts, subscribe tees, bigcartel.com. You know, I got videos out. I got stuff on so Apple Music, Title, all that. Just go to Star Music, STAHHRMUSIC.com. So I have, you know, stuff out there. Definitely, I don't think anybody has. Well, there are some people who've listened to every single thing I put out, but nobody has listened to everything and probably haven't bought everything. I have no release date on anything right now.
True. Plus, I mean, the t-shirt. I remember it was like Egyptian type of thing, right? Egyptian
Well,
hieroglyph.
I have several different ones, but that's one of them.
What inspired that concept for you to do
Me
that
to think
concept?
about the 80s. We already covered that one, Lou Mill. We already covered that. Yeah, you missed that one.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, so just thinking about the 80s and the Nefertiti medallions, you know, the big truck jewelry. And I'm like, ooh,
true.
I want to be a Nefertiti. You know, I want to actually get a medallion made like that. So I'm gonna get, like, you
What
know, when
was which
I
is
album out and y'all buy it and I make me go platinum. But yeah, I named pretty much everybody that's a female MC, but pretty much named them all. You know, like Roxanne Shante.
so would you say the medallion is also is it also inspired from Big Daddy Kane or what?
Is he at? Is he at? Okay. Well, specifically, it was inspired by the Nefertiti medallions. That you know, from that was the inspiration. Now I saw
Interesting.
other questions in there, but I couldn't keep up with them.
Um, is there a new artist the past 10 years you would like to work with?
A new artist in the past 10 years.
Mm.
Yeah, there's a few. Yeah, that Pete Rock and Star Project is on hold right now. It's on hold.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
No, it's just on
Pete
hold.
Rock
It's
and
on hold. It's you know, it's some business things that need to be addressed. So it's on hold. On hold
I
means
can't
on
wait.
hold.
I can't wait for that one.
Yeah. That canceled and on hold are not the same thing. Like on hold means
Yeah,
hit the pause button and we're gonna unpause
suppose, yeah.
all the business stuff is straightened out.
True. That's why I'm saying I can't wait for it. But
And
yeah,
artists in the past 10 years,
yeah,
well, he's probably beyond 10 years, but who would I like to work with? Somebody new.
yeah.
Um, but see, these people are not. They're more than 10 years. It's just maybe um we think
What
it's 10. I would love to work with Keisha Plum too. Like that's something that her and I have discussed. So that's definitely something I would love to do.
what are
Yeah.
your thoughts on Rhapsody?
Hmm?
What are your thoughts about Rhapsody?
Rhapsody's dope. She's dope. She's definitely dope. When am I coming back to New York? I have no
No.
idea. As far as those artists, see, because I worked with some of them already, but then I'm not even at liberty to necessarily discuss that either. But
Oh,
yeah, I've been busy. I have a lot of things that I have done.
international artist, which you is there
Oh,
any international artist?
I love, you know, I got so much love, you know, overseas when I first started putting out music that you know, that was I'm always open to work with, good quality artists from overseas. I have absolutely no problem with that whatsoever.
Okay, if I may ask, how would you define quality to you?
Quality, an artist that is unique. They have their own style. They're a good, they're a writer. They're not, they have content in their writing. Yeah. They're not just
Oh.
talking about three topics.
Okay, okay. So, any artist that wants to do like to feature you or would like to be featured on your project, should they reach you on the Stahhr?
Well, I determine who's going to be featured on my project, so I would reach out to them. But if somebody who has the bag right and they want to feature from me, I'm just letting you know right now. I started 1,000 for features, and I'm not bargaining, and we not haggling, and I don't like to get paid in exposure. Exposure is not a form of currency, so I'm letting you know right now. You got to have at least a stack to get me on anything. Period. Pooh.
Much love. Thanks
I,
for
know my page. If you have your money, we can talk. And if I like the beat and I like the concept, we can make it happen.
thanks. Appreciate you, sister, for being part of the show.
Oh, well, thank you for having me.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to doing this again, maybe sometime whenever you have time.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to doing it while I'm in South Africa and we're like sitting across from each other. That's
Yeah. That,
that's
yeah,
I do
yeah,
need to
that's what.
question about people over the last 10 years that I would want to work with. So they're more than 10 years, of course. These people are definitely more than 10 years, but I really like Joey Badass a lot. And I would
Oh,
love to do some work with Joey. I think Joey is really dope. I also really, really like it's this sister from she's out in Cali and she is freaking amazing. Her name is Anjanou. Like Georgia Ann Muldrow put me onto her recently. She is like super, 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 super incredible. And um yeah, that's really kind of it for now.
cool.
But I can
I'll try and check it out.
caught me off guard because I know so many of the people. So it's not even like that I have to hope and wish to work with them. It's, because I know so many of the people so it's like, that's one of them questions like, I mean, I
It's
really,
kind of tricky.
I may or may not have already worked with Joey Badass, but y'all will see.
The suspense.
We
But you're
may
killing us
not
with
have
the
already
suspense.
done, but who knows?
But,
Time will tell.
yeah, but you're killing us with the suspense. But it's cool. We'll wait
You know what it is?
for you.
Uh, you're so used to, because of this social media thing, people are so used to being given everything. And I am really working on, no, we still need to, we don't have to give up everything. We still need to keep the element of surprise there. So I'm really working on that.
Do you think artists are impatient mostly when it comes to doing their
Fans,
work?
artists,
There's
fans are definitely impatient and very demanding, and they can be rude sometimes and overstep their boundaries. But I think because a lot of fans don't see artists as actual people, they see us as like commodities. Unfortunately, they don't realize that we are human as well. So yeah, I would just like for fans to understand that artists are human, just like you, and you know that everything is not a personal attack on you if somebody's not responding or getting back to you or whatever. It's like you don't know what's going on in somebody's life, so you can't just assume that somebody is trying to ignore you or be rude or whatever. So just keep that in mind.
true that, true that, true that. Much love, Umi. Thank you so much for
Oh, you're
blessing
welcome. Thank you.
for blessing my platform.
Oh, well,
Um,
happy to be.
I can't wait for you to come. I think we should make a plan for you to come.
I do too. Let's definitely plan that. That's a plan that needs to be made. I don't even know if I want to come home. I'm just gonna stay here. Found my people. I done found my tribe. Like who I look like over here. Okay, where the sign people at? Where the boy signs at? Let me go.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna try ask Kanif to bring Yugen along.
Yes, that would be wonderful. Me and my sister. Yes, that would be wonderful.
For sure. Much love then.
All right, much love.
Peace.
Peace, y'all. Hey, I'm gonna go live, so all you people keep this same energy, and we gonna bring it right over to my page. Don't go nowhere. I'm like, I finally got y'all. I'm like, you
still got the energy.
Yeah.
Thanks for everything.
Stahhr music. Just put in Stahhr, and I'm everywhere. My music is everywhere.
For sure.
Music is Stahhr. Stahhr.bandcamp.com. Use Google. It works very well. And I have a link to my website in my bio. And everything here is all there.
We'll even share the link on our Facebook pages also.
Okay, cool.
Yes, so they can also find it there as well.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm also gonna share the link for the video and everything.
Okay, cool, great.
All right. Much love.
Much love.
Bye.
Peace.
Thanks.
All right. We going live, y'all. Don't go
Shout out to Stahhr. Shout out to everyone that was watching. Slim Cool, thanks man. Rustic Creative, shout out guys. 5-Star G. Who else am I missing? Strong Tie, Haitian Zohan, Better Cruise MC, Beats, Infamous, Chef Lumio, thank you for watching. Villain, thank you. Jacob, thanks man. Super Soul Brother, thank you for watching. Donwell, Life in 3D, Clothing, thank you. Safari Black, thank you. Drony, everyone that was watching, thank you guys for watching Hip Hop Nation TV South Africa. My name is Ecliptic. You can find me on Instagram, Ecliptic. I'm also an artist too. You can also check all our interviews here on Hip Hop Nation TV. Hope you guys enjoyed our interview. So yeah, before I leave, I'll just leave you with one of the tracks by Stahhr. Peace.
Unleash that, ease back, you don't know where my peeps at. I keep that heat that'll light your soul up. Talking about Kundalini, this the glow up. The beast back, floodgates, she unleash that. Ease back, you don't know where my peeps at. I keep that heat that'll light your soul up. Talking about Kundalini, this the glow up.
This is opulence.
Focused and confident, competent, equipped to hold my own on any continent. More sauce than condiments. Incontinent, I'm pissing on conglomerates. At peace like salam with it. Melanin dominant, immune to the ominous.
I remain calm in it.
Nefertiti rocking nice down medallion. Endurance of a stallion. Spinach with the scallions. High profile and Mr. Wolf
on the alley.
Backed by a battalion. $1 million smiling. East, west, north, south, I covered all of it. Kid and build like the gods holding parliament. Infidels and charlatans bringing out the barbarous. That marvelous.
Barbarella spit so it's obvious.
Scimitar liberate heads from shoulders. They losing composure.
Was I supernova?
The beast back, floodgates, she unleashed that. Ease back, you don't know where my peeps at. I keep that heat that'll light your soul up. Talking about Kundalini, this the glow up. The beast back, floodgates, she unleashed that. Ease back, you don't know where my peeps at. I keep that heat that'll light your soul up. Talking about Kundalini, this the glow up.
All 730. 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 All 730.
Shit niggas 730. Shit niggas 730.
make it 7:30.
This work.
I never had an accent, bastards, but don't get it back with some bad shit. Crazy with the pen, I backflip. The track is a mattress. Southern is catfish and grits on your asses. Cash is to Ali. Bury him highly. No coke, no X, no lean, and no molly. I get loose off pineapple juice with ginger root. The bona fide truth. Since Hector was a youth, regroup and rebuild them. Better hide the children, Wayne Williams. It's the type of fear that you feeling. Fabulous terror, beware, I'm a monster. Exercise the demons, Rudra, Yamala mantra. It's that sauce, Nagamaggianos with the pasta. Certified nutso, snap it with the gusto. Shouted 140, always dead fresh, wet ho. This my affidavit of facts, relax, no time for faking jacks. Getting Hannibal